Hello, is this recording now? It should be. Okay. Hello, watchers. So this is Solidworks tutorial, episode 1. I suggest pressing the spacebar on your keyboard. Then you're going to want to begin a sketch. For this one, we're just going to be doing a very simple shape, so we'll start at the top plane. You can navigate using your mouse's wheel and the spacebar. So the first thing we should do, in this case I think, is let's make a center rectangle. Like this. It's a very intuitive system. Let's try Smart Dimension. This tool allows you pretty much to change anything to whatever length you want it to be. I'm doing all this in millimeters, but you could have also set it to inches if you use that little bit down there. Set it to IPS instead of MMGS. Check 100. 100. So now we got a little cube here. So, it's just, well, not really a cube, more of a square. So let's see. Yeah, you can pretty much make a shape, and then this next step, you know what? Let's give it a fillet, just to make it a little bit less boring of a shape. All right, we got that. So let's go to Features and Extruded Boss Base. This is what effectively allows us to make the thing go up or down. Well, no, never mind. This is what gives the 2D object the three-dimensional structure. Check. Give it a minute to load. See? Went from being the 2D sketch to the 3D model. Now let's go over another really important tool here. So, oh yeah, you'd recognize that I just made another sketch on this face of the object. So I want to make a circle, but I want to make it go exactly through the center of this. Here's what I'm going to do. So you use a center line. This won't show up when you actually make the item. This is just purely for reference. And you got to find that for the circle, and like the center for your circle. And then for some reason, sometimes it uses radius, sometimes it uses diameter for how it measures a circle. I don't quite know why it does that, but I'm just going to set it somewhere and then use Smart Dimension to set it to whatever size. Let's do 50, enter. Check. And so this is another important thing we're going to use. So we're in Sketch right now. Let's go to Features. Instead of Extruded Boss Base, we're going to use Extruded Cut. This basically allows you to drill through something. So Extruded Boss Base allows you to create a extruded. I'm sorry, my brain just melted. Extruded Cut allows you to remove. But that's still not the only tool we have. So let's go over the next one. Let's press our spacebar and get to another face of our cube-like object, I suppose. So let's make a line that goes down to here, right? That looks about good, halfway. Now let's put a rectangle on it, halfway. Let's cut out half the rectangle, because why not? So now let's try a different type of, this isn't really an extrude, but I guess it is somewhat similar. Oh, hold on. So this basically is asking if you want to add another line where this ghost line is, basically, this center line. The answer here is going to be yes. And our axis of revolution is also going to be the center line. So I'm sure you can guess what this is about to do. See? It cuts a little shape on a rotational axis that you get to set. And we can also make another sketch on there if we so wish. That was the revolved cut. I guess another thing we should probably learn is about fillets, because you don't have to do fillets from the sketch. You can also do them once you're in, I suppose you could call it the model view, the features view. You just need to click the angle you want to fillet and, choose a radius of it. I'm going to choose 20. And look at that. Works like a charm. Let's see what else there is. I feel like most other things you could kind of teach yourself by just figuring it out, but you know what? Let's try one more skill that you might find at least interesting. So let's make a sketch here. Center line. This was not really a trick, but a fun little thing to do with it, I guess. Now I just need to click the line I want it to go along. And I'm going to make the text a little bit bigger using this because I can. Whoops. Playing with the settings for this takes a little getting used to. Bold. What? I want all this to be. There we go. I'm also going to move this along using spaces. Check. Features. Extruded cut. Give it a minute to load. I don't want it to go that far. Okay, so you see every time it has to go down, it has to recalculate. So instead, let's just give it one unit we want it to go through. 5 millimeters. Give it a second to load because my computer is a little bit slow. And there we go. These are some Solidworks basics, but yes, there is a remind. That was the conclusion of our Solidworks CAD tutorial today. We'll go into more in the future, and remember, if you just want to change the angle that you're looking at it from, use the spacebar and navigate using your mouse wheel. Because, your mouse wheel is what turns the object around, your perspective. Thank you and goodbye. Oh yeah, like and subscribe.